What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Fireworks Thursday here, and hopefully it will be fireworks for Darren Woodson, because we're going to be doing a live stream here in about an hour watching the NFL honors, where we hope that Darren Woodson becomes a Hall of Famer. He needs to join his teammates there. Charles Haley, Larry Allen, rest his soul, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, and Emmitt Smith. Speaking of Emmitt Smith, earlier today we heard that Micah Parsons was told by the New York Stinking Giants that if he fell to 11, they were going to draft him. And instead, they traded back for Kadarius Toney. Yes, they could have had Micah Parsons, but they went.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got your. Oh, damn, he a dog though.
Oh shit, he is a dog.
But wide receiver.
That's a good pick though.
Yes, they went for a wide receiver. But we have some other news and some other fireworks that are going off right now. We got Ashton Jeanty, the best running back prospect in college football right now, who's been compared to Emmitt Smith. And, in fact, he said, yeah, I'm like Emmitt Smith, but I think a little more explosive. Now, here's the thing now. Emmitt Smith kind of, I don't know if he was taken aback by this or what, but Emmitt Smith kind of went off here about Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys and, coming up with a plan. I got to play this because this is cray-cray. Let's go to the tape.
At the house.
Yeah, I normally come bearing gifts, but since you wasn't on the list,
Oh man,
I know I
we
wasn't
have
on
to
the
get
list.
that back home. We'll get that back home. Can I get that?
You know how I do it.
Yeah, we'll get that back home for sure. Let's just get straight to it, Emmett.
You love to get straight to
Well,
it.
I mean, we don't have that much time.
Yeah, let's get straight to
Let's
it.
get straight to it.
Yeah, all the pleasantries are over with.
He's not
sound
much
like
pleasantry.
he sound like he's in a
hate
bad
Ashton
mood
Jeanty.
today.
I never said I hated
That's
it.
what Clarence told me you said.
See, don't do that. See, don't-
Y'all be putting shit out there that's not even real. So
Don't do that.
Let's keep that. Yeah, because people only hear parts of what they want to hear. They want
Yes.
to hear and they cipher what they want to cipher.
Yeah.
Then they go ahead and regurgitate the bull junk, which
Yes.
is not factual.
Yeah.
So
Should
let's be
the
careful how we.
Cowboys draft Frisco homeboy Ashton Jeanty?
I don't think so.
Why?
What?
I don't think the Cowboys are clearly understand what they really want. They go on after excitement and thrills and stuff, and they don't have a plan for them.
Right.
First of all, they don't even have a plan truly for Dak Prescott.
Right.
Let alone CeeDee Lamb. Where's the plan? And the plan that they have right now has not made sense over the last couple of years. So you all of a sudden you're gonna wake up and come up with a plan for a new kid?
Right.
Plan for what you already have and allow things to fit that plan and be committed to that plan. And I think that's been the problem.
How disconcerting is it, though, when the lack of a plan, when you start thinking about the last few years, and they say, hey, we're going to go all in and all that stuff.
All in what?
Yeah, they didn't do it last year.
He is bad.
So, I mean, how concerning.
So if you're not going all in, what is all in? First of all, we have to ask ourselves the question, what does the all in mean to the Cowboys?
Right.
Yeah.
What does that really mean?
Something way less
Wow.
than it means to the Eagles.
Because we're talking all in the brand or all in on the operations?
Right.
Wow.
So I'm glad you're about it because. You see, we talked about it. I keep saying it. You can't serve two masters. It seems
No, you
like
cannot.
they serving the brand more so than serving winning. Is that what you see?
Put it this way. I come from the school, and I think we all come from the school when the Cowboys was bought by Jerry Jones in '89. There was one mission and one direction. We had to get that thing going back north because going south he was not investing in something that was going south.
Right.
So there was a vision,
Wow.
there was a strategy, and a game plan.
Right.
And that strategy and that vision and that game plan entails winning and reasserting our brand dominance
Right.
into the National Football League. He hired a guy to do that from an operations standpoint. He and his family took care of the branding on the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, operationally, we had to go from 1-15 to 7-9. And when we did not have everything in place and it was not being utilized on the football field to get us into the winning category, because operationally, the guy that was running this ship said, this shit doesn't work. I need somebody here to bring something together for all my guys. He let the guy go, and he brought in Norv Turner. Norv Turner comes in and brings stability to the operations. Defensively, we was fine. The better offense got, the better defense got. The better defense got, the better the offense got. And then we took off on the winning ways. Functionality on the other side, on the branding side, started to come back because of winning. Brought things back. Then we started winning Super Bowls, and it just started to grow and morph into something else. Then something happened. A change happened.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Sam Cooke writing the song, a change gonna come, neither. A change happened. And when that change happened, we fell off just a tad bit. But what was left was the remnants of what was already built. And what was already built, players took it upon themselves to take it to the next level and said, we can do it. And we end up doing it. After that, all HEL broke loose.
Oh, my God.
And from that point on, there has not been a complete realignment or commitment to
Emmitt,
excellence in that area. There's been a commitment to excellence on the brand side. But on the operations, when it comes down to the football side,
in a nutshell,
there's no commitment to who we are and the brand that was built. And the brand that was built was balance. Troy, Michael, myself. That's why you call us the triplets. You cannot have one without the other. You got to have it all. You got to have a ground attack as well as an air attack. Now, Ashton Jeanty could be good for us under the right plan, and under the right commitment, and under the right vision. Right now, I think these things are bifurcated. That's why you're getting all this disjointedness throughout the last 25, 30
How
years.
frustrating is that
Okay, let me stop there for a second. So what this reminds me of is being in Boy Scouts. And one of the things that we always learned about having a fire, you have to have three things to have a fire. You got to have a heat source, you got to have oxygen, and you've got to have fuel. If you take one of those three things away, you can't have a fire. It's an impossibility. You have to have something to burn, it needs the oxygen, and it needs heat to get it going. So if you did get a Jeanty, and you have Dak, and you have CD, isn't that kind of like the triplets? And as far as not having a plan, you talk about the last 5 years, well, you got rid of the guy who had the last plan, and you have somebody else that's new running the plan. Now, I don't know, man. It may end up being the same shit. We don't know. But maybe they've come up with a new plan. But go on.
You guys, the Chiefs are getting ready to do a three-peat. You guys could have done a three-peat, but y'all let the coach go.
We didn't do none. we dealt with the remnants of it. And the fallout of it turned out to be catastrophic for us. Because losing one of your leaders or losing your leader, and it has never been done in the history of the game. Well, you have a two-time back-to-back head coach no longer there for whatever reason. Reasons unbegotten to anybody. Even though if he wanted to leave and move on and do his own thing, that's fine. At least communicate that. But the way y'all left it open-ended. And if it's open-ended, you left space for people to pick at it and figure out what the problem was and point the fingers at wherever they wanted to point the fingers. Close the gap. Take the guesswork out of it. That's what I'm saying. And take the guesswork out of this. At the end of the day, you got to get back to being an effective running team.
Then why are you saying don't get Jeanty?
Inside out. Finesse ball does not work for the Dallas Cowboys. That's not your brand. Your brand is supposed to be synonymous with excellence on the field as well as excellence off the field.
Right now, the brand is 30 years without a Super Bowl. You guys get ready to celebrate your 30th anniversary of that last Super Bowl title team.
Bro, I'm celebrating almost 22 years of becoming all-time leading rusher. I mean, and that hasn't moved. But yeah, that's still something to celebrate. But 20 years, and I ain't playing ball no more. I can't get another yard. But we can get more Super Bowls. So when you start talking about celebrating something, what you going to celebrate something 30 years ago? How does that look? How does that even feel?
How crazy that you haven't been back, that this organization, excellence, and the Bears have the biggest gap between the cast, 15 years The Bears haven't been there. Yours is 30.
With that gap, you have afforded everyone to catch up to you.
Yeah.
To catch up to you. Now, they're not going to surpass you from a branding standpoint. But you have allowed people to enter into a realm that you should have been, that should have been behind you, completely behind you. Now you sharing the stage with folks. The only thing you proud and got to talk about now is how successful the organization is as a whole. I'm proud of the organization being worth $7 billion, $8 billion, but that ain't affecting the success of what the organization was built off of. The organization was built off of championships, off of Roger Staubach, and off of the history of the game.
So when you say like about Ashton Jeanty and like vision and plan, and that if that's not there, the one part of it, there's nothing we can do about, right? Like,
there's a lot we can't do about it.
We can't do anything about Jerry's stuff.
We can sit here and talk about it all we want to.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Right.
We can talk about it,
Jerry.
but he and the family and the team, and they got to make those decisions, those hard decisions.
Wow.
But
and making those hard decisions also admits that I didn't do right.
Right.
So will they?
And his ego won't do that.
Oh, come on.
I'm just.
I mean, it may not be all of them. It may just be him.
What I wanted to get to
Oh,
is because
man,
we had
he's pointing
specified
directly
a
at
player
Jerry.
in that.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
saying that there's a different aspect to focus on as step one before doing that, as in like fortifying lines, etc.?
I think fortifying your true vision, and I'm going to say true vision, your authentic vision of who you are. When you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, what do you think about?
Anger, aggression,
Tough.
violence.
Defense.
Hold on. Defense, tough, all that, right?
Yeah.
And when you see the Steelers play, no matter what kind of talent they have, they do what?
They play hard.
Play defense,
They
play
play
tough.
They play tough.
defense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And when you think about Baltimore Ravens, what do you think
I
about?
think about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Physical football.
Yeah.
Think
But
about
you think of physical
that goes on. That
defense
goes
and running the
with
football.
everything. That goes with everything. But when you're thinking about the Cowboys, what do you think about?
Jerry.
There you go.
Who brand is being built?
Jerry's.
Who's winning?
Right.
Jerry ain't winning.
Right.
The team ain't winning. So
Oh, Jerry's
There's a-
winning.
he's winning publicly
Yeah.
and financially.
Financially.
Financially, yes.
Yeah.
But he's not winning where it really counts.
Wow. This
and
is
that part
fire.
hurts. Hurts him. It hurts everything.
It sure hurts
Because no matter what happens, if God forbid, when our time is up,
it's up.
all that's left is what you left us with.
Right
And what
about
you
that.
left us to talk about. All that travels with you is what you left us with. And what you left us here to talk about. Period. And so I would hate to see us not get there.
Right.
And having to answer these questions and try to be as truthful
Right.
and as honest as we possibly can without trying to be offensive. Because at the end of the day, I want to see us win too.
Right.
And if they don't win, hell, I'm going to be happy regardless because you can keep talking about the 1993 and 94 and you're going to keep talking about the Cowboys of old.
I know what.
You want some
Dave.
new shit to talk
We know
about.
what you left us with. You left us with 3 Super Bowl titles. You left us as the all-time leading rusher in NFL history that nobody's ever going to surpass the way they
don't
doing
know
running
that.
backs now.
We don't know that.
The way they doing running
They
backs
may push
now.
the regular season out to 20 games.
Yeah,
You never know.
right. Well, that's the only way they're going to do
Asterisk on
it,
it.
you know. But that's the only way they're going to do it, man. We appreciate you coming on. Again, talk about Harold Duro before we get out of here and let you go.
It's the number one tequila on the market.
My God, man, that was straight up fire. He literally, he didn't blame Dak. He didn't blame the coach. He put it square on Jerry Jones and literally said it's all about his brand and building his brand and making money for it. Wow, that's the first time that I've really heard one of the players, other than Des Bryant, just go straight at Jerry Jones. Oh my God, I gotta say,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
but he's right. You can't disagree with any of that. And he sounded like he was mad that he didn't get another Super Bowl ring and be there getting the three-peat. Now we're talking about Kansas City doing that. So it's like, yeah, this shit hurts. You literally have woken up some anger issues with the Cowboy fans that now say, shit, That could have been us if it wasn't for Jerry freaking Jones and his ego. All right, people, I'll see you guys in about an hour. Peace out.